All right, let's see if this phone will stay on the roof with me. So this is the life of a dentist pretending to be a farmer, or a farmer pretending to be a dentist. Chimney, right? This apparently is a haven for birds. So down in the bottom, as you can see from the other video or on this video, I was able to get the bird out, but now we've got some hard cloth, little 1/2-inch squares that I'm just going to attach around here. There's no space under here, so the birds won't be able to climb in here and fall, because once they fall down they can't fly up or climb up. It's too narrow for them to get their wings spanned. And whether it's right or wrong, I'm putting the little points up so that the birds are discouraged from landing on the top. I've got these self-piercing screws, and we're just gonna get one of these started, and then I'll get it going here. Let's see, I only need a couple of these to go. There we go. All right. Try not to get any debris in my eyes. Probably should be wearing a hat and eye protection, but climbed up here without thinking about that. So, let's get that. I'll do the top one here. And then we'll go around a little bit and secure it down. Adventures, right? Certainly lots of adventures. I always end up putting quite a bit of pressure on these. There we go. I can just use the same holes, put a couple other ones in on the other side. Get this as uniform as I can. And just a little OCD. At least I got the gloves on. Okay. Alright, I figure probably 3 of these on the top, 3 on the bottom. It's probably sufficient to hold that thing in place. I could probably make do with 2, but we're going to do 3 anyway. And I'm going to try not to die by falling off the roof also. So let's see, where am I going to hit? Let's go over here. Now that I can get a little bit more support with my other hand, I can get these in pretty quickly. Okay, number two. Third. There's one thing I've learned, it's as soon as it catches, you want to back off, otherwise you'll slip and tear your hand open. And ask me how I know that from personal experience. All right, last one, and I think it'll be good. Bend this under a little bit. Make sure there's no room for a bird to sneak in there. Got the points, the pokey parts pointing up in hopes of discouraging birds from visiting at least that area. And this will also help to catch any flaming embers that come up out of the little wood stove that's in the basement. It's actually a coal stove. It'll burn wood, it's just not quite as efficient. So I think that'll serve the purpose. You can see got it tacked down nice and solid. Sorry, no space for birds under here or over there. All the bolts are tight. So a little luck, no more birds. You can see that other chimney is pretty well surrounded. We've never had issues. Of course, that one will use a lot more, but that one's got hard cloth on it. It's had it on there for a while. This is our new roof we had since the last tornado season. It's the second roof this little 60, 70, 80-year-old farmhouse has had. And we'll point out that our little pond over there looks like it's doing a lot better now that we've actually got somebody that knows what they're doing treating it. So anyway, this has been another afternoon in the life of a dentist masquerading as a farmer, or a farmer pretending to be a dentist, or a husband, father, flower farmer, dentist pretending to know anything. Enjoy. Thanks. Oh yeah, like and subscribe and all that jazz, and let me add a lesson, a thought that's helpful. All of these safeguards, as we talked about on the other side of the house in one of my other videos, preventing the birds from getting in the downspout drains, are a good lesson for us to learn, because we don't want these innocent little creatures getting stuck somewhere where they cannot extirpate themselves. They cannot rescue themselves. As I mentioned a moment ago, we have a wood stove down in the basement, and this was open for the last 3.5, almost 4 years, and we had not used that wood stove. And this passed, probably 6 months ago, when it was getting pretty cold. I've got a wood pile over here in the barn. We put a bunch of wood down there, got things started up, but before we got it started up down in the wood pile, or down in the stove that's connected to this, there were a couple of birds that had fallen down and gotten down through the flue and lived their last moments in a dark stove. with no escape and food or water, so pretty horrifying, right? Anyway, so there's the lesson again, just a continuation of the previous lesson. Safeguards are important. Prevent those innocent little creatures, whether it's innocent little animals or innocent little children or innocent big children, from doing stupid things that we shouldn't or they shouldn't do, to keep us healthy, happy, protected, and safe. Thanks. Bye.